Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, graduates, it's a pleasure to join you on this special day, even if it's virtually. This is the largest graduation of teachers from a teacher training institution in the region, and I'm happy that the Commonwealth of Learning had a role in supporting the CPCE in making this possible. Technologies can help us achieve scale, but the phenomenal developments in artificial intelligence over the last few months have created a challenge. How can we convert this challenge into an opportunity for transforming education? And how can CALL provide support? As you know, CALL helps governments and institutions to use technologies to expand access to education and training. CALL has been a close partner of the Ministry of Education and institutions in Guyana, and it's been very pleasant because you have been very responsive and results-oriented. Over a decade ago, CALL supported the professional development of teachers using the UNESCO ICT competency framework to build capacity in integrating technologies in teaching and learning. CALL also worked with the ministry to develop open educational resources for secondary schools, and the quality content has been deployed in remote regions of the country. Under the dynamic leadership of the Honorable Priya Manikchand, during the pandemic, over 35,000 CALL Coursera licenses were provided for skilling and reskilling thousands of youth in Guyana. The Honorable Minister knows that for technology to be effective, it must be placed in an appropriate social, political, and economic context. It is for this reason that lessons are provided through a range of affordable technologies, including radio, CDs, and MP3 players. Guyana's ICT in education policy provides an enabling framework for educational recovery and transformation by providing the technologies required in the classroom. But the capacity of teachers in harnessing the potential of these technologies will be the critical success factor. So how can we harness AI for education? And what actions do we need to take as educators going forward? We need to look at artificial intelligence or AI in education from the perspective of the three key stakeholders: the institution, the teacher, and the learner. AI is very promising, but can it help institutions raise productivity, reduce costs, develop assessments, and support credit transfers? Teachers can reduce their workload by getting AI to generate lesson plans, text summaries, and even develop micro-learning courses and assessments. For learners, the biggest benefits are personalization, adaptive learning, and instant feedback. A recent report on the impact of AI in education found that AI-generated videos were as engaging as human videos. AI helped personalize content, supported automated grading, and lowered the costs of learning materials. So the promise of AI in education is already being realized. The use of chatbots can help us achieve the aspiration of providing one assistant per student and per teacher. There are hundreds of tools available to generate content in seconds, create videos, and support video dubbing and translation. CALL recently piloted a project on AI GPT-powered learner support for Moodle in Samoa, which is also a small state. This involved training teachers as well as IT professionals. Both teachers and students found the responses very specific and accurate in relation to those courses. Correct responses were provided 85% of the time. So we can see that technology is opening up new horizons for educational transformation. However, certain issues still need to be addressed. Let me highlight three. First, let us not forget that the digital divide is alive and well. While internet connectivity in Guyana is higher than the global average, and the mobile users are comparable to the world average, we need to ensure that no one is left behind, especially those in remote regions and women. For example, women are 12% less likely to own a mobile phone than men. One way to close the existing divides is to invest in the 3 C's: connectivity, content, and capacity. Any investment in ICT infrastructure must first make provision for reaching the last mile so that existing inequalities are not further exacerbated. Second, the pace of development of AI requires that regulations and policies are framed at all levels. For example, a UN multi-stakeholder advisory body on AI has been established to recommend safeguards at the international level. Enabling policies and regulatory frameworks are available at the national levels in several countries. For instance, in China, there are the regulations on governing the service of generative AI. Institutional policies have been developed to safeguard both the staff and the students, such as Monash University in Australia, which has a policy and practice guidance around acceptable and responsible use of AI technologies. Third, while AI is generating alarm regarding the future of jobs, humans will still be in high demand for blue-collar jobs, jobs that need empathy, and jobs where creativity and innovation are the key requirement, such as in the teaching profession. Let us ensure that our teachers acquire 3 literacies. First, human literacy prepares them to perform jobs that only human beings can do and help them to make ethical choices. Second, data literacy is essential, where we must be able to find meaning and separate the true from the fake. Third, technological literacy is essential to deploy software and hardware for creativity and excellence. When we look at our common future, we know that the teacher is central to it, and AI can only be an instrument of support and not a replacement. Technology also provides various channels for connecting and collaborating. This is where CALL can play the role of catalyst, enabler, and capacity builder. Please draw on our resources and expertise. And meanwhile, thank you, Guyana, for your contributions, both financial and intellectual. And once again, let me congratulate the graduates and thank you for your kind attention.